Well, Lee just said it's time.
Okay.
I hear the ticking of the clock. Apart from that, the whole world stopped. It's waiting. I see the falling winter snow. Beyond the reach of fire's glow, embracing. And I'm so grateful to be here. In the week between the years, every day I'm finding everything I need is here. Every day I wake up, what I want's becoming clear. I could stay forever with you, living in the week between the years. Maybe we will brew some tea. It's been so long since I felt free of worries about things I forgot to do. They drift away when I'm with you, just flurries, and I'm so grateful you are here. In the week between the years, every day I'm finding everything I need is here. Every day I wake up, what I want's becoming clear. I could stay forever with you, living in the week between the years. I know these quiet days must end. New Year's coming round the bend. It's bringing joys and sorrows yet to come. Till then, I guess we're on our own and singing. And I'm so grateful we are here. In the week between the years, every day I'm finding everything I need is here. Every day I wake up, what I want's becoming clear. I could stay forever with you, living in the week between the years.
Good morning. Welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Pittsburgh. I am Alice Carnes, a member of this church, and I use the she, her pronouns. It is Sunday, December 29th, 2024. The last service of the year. For those with visual disabilities, I'm a light-skinned woman in my early 70s with graying hair and a chin-length style. I wear glasses with red plastic frames, and I always, I always wear a sunburst pendant with a moonstone in the center. And today I'm wearing a navy and white graphic pattern dress. Our minister, the Reverend Dr. Kate Walker, is off today, but Stephanie Pulowski is joining me as liturgist. I'm happy to have you, Stephanie. So you are all welcome. If you are watching now or in the future, you are welcome. It's our camera right there. If you're a long-time member or brand new, you are welcome. We Unitarian Universalists are one people of many beliefs, many origins, sexualities, and genders. We're a multi-faith religious community where all are welcome, diversity is celebrated, and questions are expected. And sometimes we have answers. We are all growing, all learning, all love, just as you are. You are welcome. If it is your first time with us, we would love to be in touch with you. If you are here in person and have not already done so, you can go to the welcome desk just down these steps and to the left in the garden lobby. Or if you're on YouTube, you can visit our website and just Google First Unitarian of Pittsburgh and sign up for our weekly newsletter. It's all the way down at the bottom of the page. Special announcements. On Wednesday, January 1st, 2025, a bagel breakfast in Undercroft Gallery, right underneath where I am standing, 11 a.m., and Reverend Kate says, wear your PJs. And there are no RE classes today. I have with me volunteers and staff all working to bring this worship to you. Our musicians, I'd like to introduce Lee Seville-Ixlick on the piano. Our prelude was a song composed by Brian Junker entitled The Week Between the Years and performed by him and Danny Rickenwald on the mandolin. Thank you both. We will hear Danny with his original song, The Least of These, after the meditation, I believe. And for our postlude, we have a great song called Breaking Up Christmas. We have Alice Backer on fiddle, Heather Cunningham on guitar, Paul Cunningham on bass, Danny Rickenwald on mandolin, and Brian Junker on banjo. Our tech team today is Emily Sweeney and Andrew Papali. So on behalf of this team and many other volunteers behind and in front of the scenes, we thank you for being with us today. And I believe there will be some refreshments in the Undercroft Gallery. And now I invite you to take a deep breath and arrive in body and spirit. And picture yourself connected to all others who are watching today and in the future. And now we turn to our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. If you have a chalice at home, we invite you to light it at this time. O source of creative inspiration, guide me and my thoughts. Help me see all that I may be, to help me be authentically me on this journey of self-exploration. May our upcoming year be better than the last. May our upcoming year be grounded in peace, rooted in hope, and guided by love. Our opening hymn is number 338, I Seek the Spirit of a Child. Please stand as you are willing and able.
I seek the spirit of a child, the child who meets life naturally, the child who sings the world alive and greets the morning sun with glee. Children are always a gift to our heart. I seek the freedom of a child who loves instinctively, who lights our day with just a smile and shines that light on all we see. Children are real beyond all fears. May I see hope's a gift to our tears. I seek the wonder of a child who sees delightfully, now clowns in cloud, now golden sun, imaginations true and free. Children are real beyond all lies. May I see face a gift to our eyes.
I made a mistake, so I'm going to correct that. I didn't mention our hymn leaders this morning, who are Rob and Allison Swartz.
Please join me in reading our collective reading, The Grounding, which is printed in your order of service. We name our collective recommitment to care for the earth, knowing the ground we live upon is sacred. We pledge to bring new life to the earth, new life to the air, new life to the waters, new life to each other, for all life is sacred. We have a reflective poem this morning entitled New Day's Lyric by Amanda Gorman. May this be the day we come together. Mourning, we come to mend. Withered, we come to weather. Torn, we come to tend. Battered, we come to better, tethered by this year of yearning. We are learning that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. We steadily vow that no matter how we are weighed down, we must always pave a way forward. This hope is our door, our portal. Even if we never get back to normal, someday we can venture beyond it, to leave the known and take the first steps. So let us not return to what was normal, but reach toward what is next. What was cursed, we will cure. What was plagued, we will prove pure. Where we tend to argue, we will try to agree. Those fortunes we forswore, now the future we foresee. Where we weren't aware, we're now awake. Those moments we missed are now these moments we make. The moments we meet, and our hearts, once all together beaten, now all together beat. Come, look up with kindness yet, for even solace can be sourced from sorrow. We remember not just for the sake of yesterday, but to take on tomorrow. We hold this old spirit in a new day's lyric. In our hearts we hear it. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. Be bold, sang time this year. Be bold, sang time. For when you honor yesterday, tomorrow ye will find. Know what we fought need not be forgot, nor for none. It defines us, binds us as one. Come over, join this day just begun. For wherever we come together, we will forever overcome. Every month, we share our generosity with a designated organization. For the month of December, it is East End Cooperative Ministry. A description of the work East End Cooperative Ministry does is printed in your bulletin. Our religious community is made up of volunteers and staff creating and hosting a variety of programming. We rely on your financial support. Please take time to reflect on your ability to financially support this community. Donations by check may be mailed to the church office. Electronic donations may be made online through the church website or by texting GIVE to 412-435-10050 and following the instructions. Please check the end of the order of service for more instructions. There's a slight change to the listing of music. Currently, it says that the least of these by Danny Rechtenwald will be played now. That actually will be played later. The Old Time Band will be playing a different song now. The offering will now be gratefully received to support the work, the wonder, and the witness of our beloved community.
This is the time in our service where you're invited into a few moments of silence, personal meditation, and prayer. We'll do that at the beginning, the silence. We hold each other in our hearts and minds with all our joys and all our sorrows. Carry each other into the new year. In this new year, may we leave behind the weight of unfulfilled resolutions, of unrealized dreams, of unrealistic expectations. May we unpack the heavy weight of stories that tell us we are unworthy and unlovable. May we carry the weight of memory that reminds us of who we are, and the weight of spirit that reminds us we are still becoming. May we carry the seed of knowledge that teaches us that improvement and growth aren't linear and individualistic, but are cyclical and communal. May we carry the wisdom to seek rest and connection, to lean into mutual care. May we carry the certain belief that when we have patterns of thinking and behaving that harm ourselves and others, we can seek resources that will help us move towards healing. We carry the knowledge that happiness and success take many shapes, and one of those shapes is purpose. May we carry purpose lightly, trusting that it changes and evolves and surprises us. May we carry curiosity, wonder, and the ability to be surprised. This year, may we carry space for all of our flaws, all of our longings, all of our love, remembering that the truly daring adventure of life is not to be better, best, but to show up wholly, authentically, lovingly as ourselves. May we carry these prayers and carry each other into the new year.
So I printed out some lyrics for you for a song I recently wrote, just as a reaction sort of from the election and things like that. So in the New Testament, Jesus tells a parable about basically whatever you have done for the least of these, like those that might be hungry or sick or poor, you've done unto me. And that's just so often we don't see that today, and that's sort of my reaction. So if you feel free to follow along. I imagine a world where no one is forgotten, and every little girl is as free as her mom was. Whereas ourselves we love our neighbor. Being strong is not a problem. We can lend our strength to the weaker and small ones. What if I was thirsty? I had nowhere else to go. What if I was hungry? Would you tell me no? Oh, I imagine a place where no one's trying to oppress you, and the color of your face does not determine if you're rescued. We take care of one another, and we don't have to agree. And to those who may have wronged us, we would turn the other cheek. What if my bones were broken? I got thrown out on the street. If my hurt could not be spoken, would you speak for me? Oh, for the least of these. And so who is my neighbor? And what's this ask of me? If I don't choose to change this, what kind of world would that be? Oh, for the least of these. Least of these.
Hi again. I'm a member of the worship committee. I have to fix this. I need help because I'm vertically challenged. I'm a member of the worship committee, and I volunteered to do a homily for today for this service, the last service of 2024. It is December 29th. And as I write these words, not all of these words, but some of them, it is August 8th, 2024. So aren't Reverend Kate and Stephanie Pulaski, the chair of the worship committee, proactive? Along with the worship committee of Ward Kelsey, Carol Washburn, and our intern, Mac Perkins High, and myself, the planning and the coordinating occurs months prior to the actual service, with much collaboration with Ellen Goshen and Chris Rust and the choir and our singers and all of our musicians. Today my topic is about choosing a word for 2025. What will 2025 look like for each of us? The first of the year is coming on Wednesday. It's a time when some people take the time to envision their future, set new goals, think about what they want in their lives. Some write resolutions. And perhaps this year is causing me more angst than usual based upon the results of the recent election. But this homily is not about the election, but perhaps how this process that I'm going to be describing to you has helped me to cope. And hopefully I'm introducing you to a practice that may help you as well. Have you ever written resolutions? Show of hands. Oh yeah, Resolution Central here. I used to, I don't know about you, but when I did write resolutions, they were usually the same and I have them memorized. I would lose weight, I would eat more healthy foods, I would exercise every day, I would declutter my home, and I would save money. Good one, right, Lee? And every year, I hate to admit, it's been literally decades of lose weight, eating healthy, exercise, tidy up, save money. And then February or March rolls around and I'm hounded by my shoulds. I'm shoulding on myself. All these things I still need to accomplish that I haven't. Decades. So in 2014, my writing coach, Maureen Ryan Griffin, Lee and I used to live in Charlotte, North Carolina, suggested this practice to my writing group about choosing a word for the year. And yes, it's just one word that resonates for a whole year. It's a practice and a process. And the concept of choosing a word was created by, I'm going to tell you who I think created it, but as I look through the literature now, there's a lot of people saying, oh no, it was me. But I learned it through Christine Caine. And Caine explains why resolutions don't work, and I quote her. The reason most resolutions don't work is that they address only one level of your life, the do level. This is what Christine calls the do-have-be level. I will do this so I can have this other thing and I can be this thing. Does everyone have a card and a pencil or a pen? If you don't have one, raise your hand because we have Christine who could bring you a card or EB. So let us know if you need one, okay? So today you might be inspired to think of a word or words. Wouldn't it be great if you wrote it down for later? Hint, hint. You could begin the process while I'm talking or writing down some thoughts that are occurring to you. Caine goes on to say, the average resolution doesn't address the core of the entire issue, the be issue. She believes the best order for creating positive change in your life is the be, do, have. She believes that when you change on the be level, then the do and the have levels follow more easily. So during my homily, I'm going to ring this chime several times and say several words that might be a word to have as your word of the year, but actually it's just to offer some suggestions. I'll ring the chime at the beginning and I'll say 4 to 6 words, and then I'll ring the chime at the end when I finish saying those words. So here we go. Balance, obedience, humor, discernment, clarity, forgiveness. During the homily, you can write words or thoughts, whatever occurs to you, your grocery list. No, just teasing. So perhaps a word I say will resonate with you, and I'll have more words to share throughout my homily. Some years, at least for me, a word appears rather quickly. That's not happening this year. I've been like, feels like a good fit, and you're done, and whee, now you can start the process, the practice, actually. Other years, the struggle begins with many words. I think I have 12 now, and lists and questions. If I embrace this word, what would my life look like? What word resonates for me? What word could challenge me? What word might offer comfort? What word would be a leap? Is there a word I could lean into? Carefree, curiosity, intention, compassion, nurture, attract. You could write this question on your card. If I embrace this word, what would my life look like? Or what is it I need in my life? But back to the morning of August 8th. I'm so annoyed with myself. I'm going to be totally honest here. I can't even remember this glorious word that I so carefully and intentionally selected for 2024. Oh, great, and now I'm doing a homily to tell everyone how wonderful choosing a word process is, and I've forgotten my word. Oh, it gets better. I've lost this word not once, but several times in 2024. Slipped away from me in the spring, then again the beginning of the summer. Oh, the irony. And each time I retrieved my word, I began again. You know, there's a lesson in that too. It reminds me of Sharon Salzberg, who I consider to be one of my spiritual teachers. I've never really worked with Sharon, but I did see her from afar at a Unitarian church in Charlotte. Sharon is author and teacher of Buddhist meditation. She co-founded the Insight Meditation Society. She is known for metta, the practice of loving kindness, among her other teachings. And she talks about the monkey mind and how during meditation your mind would take you away from your breath and from meditating. And she taught me when you no longer are meditating, that is a precious moment, because now you can begin again. Just begin again. As often as you need to, just begin again. Each time I lost my word, I retrieved it from looking in my journals. I just began again. And are you curious about my word? I have it today. I know what it is. Attention. I chose this word because of my lack of focus. I have a tendency to flip from one thing to the next. I thought, I need to get focused. I need to pay attention. Little did I know that this word had other lessons for me, not just about focus, by asking me to delve into where my attention is leading me. Note to self, I'm taping my 2025 word to my bathroom mirror. No more losing my word. But I hope you can see that this process can be very rich and take you on an unexpected journey. Grief, relief, anticipation, clarity, trust, collaboration. This year, as I forgot or as I lost my word 3 times, I asked myself, have I been so busy with my life that I stopped paying attention? Did I lose my attention? Isn't this a lesson in and of itself? And maybe this is why it's being revealed in this way. Other years, the struggle begins with many words. You know, I said I had like 12 right now. And questions. And that's why I handed out these cards. So if you wanted to, you could begin the process. So again, if I embraced this word, what would my life look like? The year I chose patience, I was hoping I would feel less aggravated, maybe even serene. But guess what? That didn't happen. But I did choose to lean into the word. It was a tough one for me. It wasn't easy. I learned that my impatience was causing me a lot of negativity in my life, and that if I could step back and breathe and trust in the process, I could uncomplicate my life. You know, what I'm sharing is not a panacea. It's a work. I'm a work in progress. Hope, humor, creativity, stability, service, dependability. So if you've written any words or you just want to be thinking about this, what might you bring to yourself if you were being that word? Why do you think this word is perfect for you? Understanding, presence, kindness, tenderness, peace, commitment. I decided to teach a course for Osher, the adult learning program at Carnegie Mellon University, on Mary Oliver, the American poet. Oliver says, "Attention is the beginning of devotion." And that's a direct quote. And here's another quote from her. "This is the first, the wildest, and wisest thing I know, that the soul exists, and it is built out of attentiveness." I did a deep dive into Mary's poetry, her early and late life, preparing to teach this course. And then, as I paid attention to Oliver's poetry, I was drawn to discover more. So Lee was willing, and we went to Provincetown, Massachusetts, where Mary lived and wrote for decades and owned a bookstore. We took the ferry from Boston with our bicycles, and we rode the paved bicycle trails in Provincetown's Province lands, where there are 3,500 acres of national parkland. It's really a gorgeous place. And Lee kept teasing me. I think Lee's asleep. Lee kept teasing me about when I would have my Mary Oliver moment. We turned off this cycling path. Well, actually, the real story is we got lost. And I was really like, into a parking lot. But then, oh look, there's a trail leading somewhere into the woods. So we parked our bikes and we walked on the trail to this wooden dock and a freshwater pond, just like what Mary writes about, dotted with water lilies. I'm not kidding. The day was pure and bright, and we were the only people on the dock in the midst of the serenity of the pond and the surrounding forest that was reflected in the pond. You know what that looks like, right? And I remember I remarked to Lee about that, how I loved seeing that reflection. And of course, there was silence, just the silence of nature. And as I was there, I was remembering my friend Lisa. I hope you watch this, Lisa. Hi. Sharing one of her favorite Mary poems at Blackwater Pond. I'm not sure if it was Blackwater Pond or not, doesn't matter. At Blackwater Pond, the tossed waters have settled after a night of rain. I dip my cupped hands. I drink a long time. It tastes like stone, leaves, fire. It falls cold into my body, waking the bones. I hear them deep inside of me whispering, "Oh, what is that beautiful thing that just happened?" When I take yoga, my teacher Leslie, hi Leslie, says, "Please give the gift of attention to yourself." And then she says, silently say to yourself, "I give the gift of my own attention." Peace, support, release, respect, flexibility, efficiency. So you don't have to figure all of this out this morning. A year is a long time. If you need to be cautious and ponder your choice for a while, that's perfectly okay. I actually think that's a good thing. Coming up with the best word for you that will serve you throughout the year, it's okay. If it takes time, just don't give up. And once you find your word, tape it to your bathroom mirror. So choosing a word starts with intention and clarity. And Christine Kane says, a word contains energy, images, multiple meanings. And trust me on this, your word will show up, especially when you least expect it. Synchronicity is a word associated with Carl Jung, Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst. And Jung's definition is synchronicity is the coming together of inner and outer events in a way that cannot be explained by cause and effect, that is meaningful to the observer. I felt a tingling in my body when my word kept showing up, revealing itself in different aspects and various layers of itself. It is exciting, and it inspires me to delve into a word that is offering solace to my soul. Jim Yerman, a poet, says, synchronicity shows us our lives are not as predictable as they seem. It encourages us to believe in miracles, to wonder, to hope, and to dream. And Albert Einstein is noted for saying, there are only two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as though everything is a miracle. And then after the selection of your word, the real work begins. Choosing the word is only part of the process. I think I've nailed that one home, but living and embracing the word is truly the journey of discovery, self-discovery. How and when will I ponder my word? You could start writing the hows on your card. How will I engage with my word? And I love this from Christine Kane. Choosing a word isn't magic. No results happened because I picked a word and I sat back and I binged on Netflix. Quite the opposite. I chose the word and let the energy of the word guide and shape me, and I engaged with it. I took actions based on it. Joy, forgiveness, simplicity, light, abundance. Some years with seemingly limited effort on my part, my chosen word appears repeatedly in the information that I read, in books and poems that find their way to me. I'll call that synchronicity, especially in emails from the Daily Good. And this was introduced to me a few years ago, and I actually look at this just about every day. The Daily Good was born in 1998 when one college student started sharing inspiration with a half dozen of his friends by sending them an enriching quote every day. Today, Daily Good leverages the internet to promote positive and uplifting news around the world to more than 100,000 subscribers through daily and weekly newsletters. Readers receive a news story, an inspiring quote, and a suggested action that each person could take to make a difference in their own lives and the world around them. And the Daily Good encourages, be the change. When faced with adversity, remember the potential in life's small moments of grace. Inspiration, purpose, synthesis, creativity, vision, faith. If you embodied or embraced your word daily, what would be different for you? Would you be able to create, to manifest? What would you be able to create, to manifest, or to attract in your life? When I chose the word clear, I ended up writing an essay about the process. 2016 for me began with aggravation. All of my stuff was spilling out of bookshelves and drawers and cabinets and closets. And so I read this magical book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, The Japanese Art of Decluttering and Organizing by Marie Kondo. And then I followed Kondo's advice. I made advances in clearing and discarding the non-joyful from my life, Kondo's advice is to keep only things that speak to your heart and discard items that no longer spark joy. I was trying to decide between the words tidy or tidying. It's a good idea to look up the word or words you're considering in a dictionary to learn about their meanings. Actually, what I liked about tidy or tidying, because it meant neat, orderly, uncluttered, good luck. The word of the year, as I said before, is supposed to resonate, and finally I decided on the word clearing, because that's what I was doing when I was tidying. All of the decluttering experts talk about what happens when we move items out of our homes. We allow for more space, not just in the physical sense, but emotionally too. Expansiveness, patience, harmony, gratitude, clever, funny. So one day while I was tidying, I found several folders stuffed with a bunch of papers that I had not looked at for a long time. There are some decluttering experts that say if you haven't opened a box or a file in a while or since you moved, just toss it. Obviously, those experts say it can't be important if you never opened it. I can't do that. So I gave myself permission to peruse the contents of this folder, well, just in case. And I was so glad I did. I found this treasure and an answer. So nestled in this folder was this Star of Wonder holiday card from my writing teacher, Maureen, and the date on the card was from 2008. That was the same year Lee and I got married. And I took the Artist's Way with Maureen. And so she has a lovely little message here, and then she has an even bigger thing here. And so opposite her message was an excerpt from Rachel Naomi Remen from her book, My Grandfather's Blessings, Story of Strength, Refuge, and Belonging. And Rachel writes about receiving an antique silver bracelet engraved with the word clear as a present. Well, you can imagine. My skin tingled and my eyes moistened before I could read the rest of the story. I knew in a moment that my word was clear. In Rachel's story, she wondered why the bracelet is engraved with the word clear and not her name. Her companion said, "Oh, go look it up," but in a very large dictionary. And what it says in the Oxford Dictionary, free from guilt, from blame, from confusion, from limitation, from doubt, from ambiguity, and so on. And I looked up the word clear just in the online dictionary, and I found a clear conscience, clear victory, clear passage, followed by a clear gaze, which is untroubled and serene. I really liked that. And best of all, easily understood. For example, she's a clear writer. She writes clearly. That truly resonated for me. She writes clearly. Isn't that my profound hope and wish? So in addition to decluttering, I decided to try to clear out old thought patterns and habits that were no longer useful in my life and didn't lift my spirit, AKA didn't bring me joy. I worked on my ability to say no and mean it and not feel guilty so that I wouldn't overcommit. I decided to stretch my social circle by joining a new book club to lift my spirit. I was allowing the energy of clear to guide and shape me. And later that year, another image came to me, like when I hope we don't know about this, but when your heart stops and the medical personnel use the paddles to jolt your heart back into rhythm, back to life. Whoever is in charge of those paddles, what do they say? Clear. It was an image that it made me laugh. I know that's serious if you've ever had that done to you. But I thought my word clear was not only freeing me from life's clutter and bad habits and old thought patterns, but now it could be the AED, the the automated external defibrillator capable of resuscitating my heart. Joy, forgiveness, simplicity, light, abundance. So I'm not trying to be a marketing person. Oh, well, maybe I am just a little bit. A word salesman, as it were. But through the process of choosing a word for the year, I feel like I am magically nurturing and nourishing my soul. And that is my wish for you, choosing a word that nurtures and nourishes your soul. For me, there is momentum and synchronicity. I am creating the rich and inspiring life that I want, that I desire, that I need to lead my authentic life. May it be so, and blessed be. And we turn now to our teal hymnal for hymn 1020, Wo Ya Ya.
And the title of this hymn is just a single word. And if it's been a little while since I believe the congregation has sung it, so could we just all sing this word Wo Ya Ya together once? And the refrain of the song sounds like this: Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya. Sing it. Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya. And the word means we are going. We're going to sing this together, and in your book, if you're looking at it, it looks like it's a little bit of a long song. It's kind of not. So we're going to sing the first 2 pages, and with that little refrain twice. And so if you turn the page, you'll see there's this just a little half of a phrase, "We know we will," on the 3rd page, and then it says Wo Ya Ya. We're just going to do these first 2 pages twice and not sing the other ones so much. So here we go. Oh yes, stand if you would, as you're able in body and spirit. Thank you.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know within, and we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. It will be hard, we know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya. We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know within, and we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. It will be hard, we know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya, Wo Ya Ya.
The words for extinguishing the chalice flame are in your order of service. We extinguish this flame but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And my benediction, I just wanted to repeat a few lines from the beautiful poem that Stephanie found for us, The New Day's Lyric by Amanda Gorman. And these words are echoing in my mind, that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. We steadily vow that no matter how we are weighed down, we must always pay a way forward. If you choose to find a word for 2025, or you allow a word to choose you, you may have an exciting and unexpected year as your chosen word calls to you to embrace and reveals itself to you in synchronistic ways. May it be so. Go in peace, return in love. Old Time Band, you're on.
I will just mention quickly the 12 days of Christmas from Boxing Day to January 6th are called Breaking Up Christmas in Appalachia, and that's the name of this song, too.